Coming up on the Pro Wrestling Show, who will step up tonight and challenge NXT champion Tony D'Angelo? We'll see. We'll find out coming up here on the Pro Wrestling Show. Also, too, speaking of championship matches, we're going to talk about this one right here. As Miles Bourne defends the North American Championship against Saquon Sugars, and Saquon get his team of Dark State back in the fold? We'll see coming up. Plus, too, Ricky Saints will make his last NXT appearance when he be in action when he takes on the dynamic Shiloh Hill tonight in the main event. Well, it's this right here. The Blood Right will go against EK Prosper and Dolan Van Dux in tag team action. And also, too, we'll see the debut of NXT newest sensation Lizzie Rain will make her electrifying debut. We'll get the Pro Wrestling Show started for the NXT Ring Report right here, right now. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show. I'm your host, as always, Kendra Dix here. Glad you can join us here on the Pro Wrestling Show for the NXT Ring Report. Join in the conversation using the hashtag Pro Wrestling here on Connect. And don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe is king. Tell a friend, call a friend. Hit that subscribe button so you won't miss a thing. All right, let's get things started right here, right now for the NXT Ring Report. We're going to talk about this right here. We see a summit between NXT officials, including Shawn Michaels, the Executive Vice President of Talent Development, as well as Matt Bloom, the head coach of the and show Lizzie. I'll show you Lizzie Rain right there. Lizzie Rain making her debut. Lizzie Rain went against Nikita Lyons. And Lizzie Rain reigned supreme, all right. Lizzie Rain got the electric crowd rocking. Lizzie Rain won her match tonight. Okay. Kudos to Lizzie Rain on her match. And Lizzie Rain might be making an impact as well. So we'll see what impact Lizzie Rain will make coming up. But speaking of impacts tonight, we see this right here. We see Miles Bourne. Miles Bourne defended his North American Championship against Saquon. Saquon issued a challenge after Deion Lynch couldn't get the job done last week. Well, Saquon didn't get the job done, but a lot of people are coming out of the blue woodwork, as well as Anthony Luke coming out of who calls himself something. Forgot what he calls himself, but he made an impact tonight by destroying Miles Bourne and targeting Miles Bourne for the North American Championship. Everybody's coming out the woodwork to get their hands on Miles Bourne. Even this handsome fellow came out in the woodwork. He got he looks like Fabio and stuff. I don't know his name, but we'll get to know his name soon. Everybody just coming out the woodwork in NXT, and we see people coming out everywhere trying to get a shot at these champions. Well, speaking of that, we told you the NXT champion had Tony D'Angelo had this Evil has finally made the jump. Evil part of WWE. Evil coming out of nowhere, and then he NXT roster. Evil targeted and showed Tony D'Angelo who he wants, and Tony D'Angelo really need to be careful on who's coming out there out of nowhere attacking him. A lot of people coming out there get their hands on Tony D'Angelo. Tony D'Angelo had a big person come out there. Even Tavon Heights came out there. Everybody's coming out there just to get their hands on you know who. So you see, everybody's coming out the woodworks. I can tell you that right now. even to the point that now the blood right now getting their butts whooped. The blood right getting kicked. The blood right didn't see that one coming. Sean Evans and EK Prosper had someone back up and they bagged up, all right. That was kind of it. Also, too, we see the Vandy Project. Looks like they getting attacked from who. Jasper Troy calling out Jasper Drake. But we're gonna see that next week. Jasper Troy versus who, Jasper Drake next week. Also, too, Blake Monroe being buried. Blake Monroe's going to SmackDown, so she ain't got to worry about seeing Tam Paxley and Shiloh Hill ever again. That's what it looks like. Blake Monroe buried. And you see how that went down as well. Well, speaking of that right here, Lola Vice will be in mixed tag team action next week when she takes on Mr. Iguana. They'll take on Izzy Dame and Nico Vice, so that's next week. They thought Lola Vice had got going on and stuff. We see Lola Vice has a backup, but Mr. Iguana coming out there to back her friend, so we know next week Lola Vice will be a part of that mixed tag team action next week after everything went down here. Lola Vice getting her son. It was like this NXT was so, but it just was trying to show new faces that's going to replace the old faces. They're going to be cleaning the house and bringing in new stars, as you can tell right there, as we can see. Well, we get to the main event. Ricky Starks. Ricky Starks. I'll show you Ricky Starks. Ricky Starks was in action against Shiloh Hill. And what a match that was. Ricky Starks lost to Shiloh Hill. Shiloh Hill taking Ricky Starks to this blue brand on SmackDown. But Ricky Starks no longer going to be part of Raw. No longer going to be part of NXT. He's going to Raw. So Ricky Starks getting sent home. Shiloh Hill being sent by his mascot, some little mannequin, some dummy. Good. But he's came, so we see that as well. So Shiloh Hill getting the victory over Ricky Starks, sending Ricky Starks to SmackDown, as we can see. All right, that ends the NXT Ring Report. Let's move over to wrestling hot topics. We're gonna move over to this right here. It looks like the NXT Premium Live events are coming to the CW on Saturday, beginning this summer. So it looks like they found a home on YouTube, and now they found a legitimate home to get paid more. And this is the press release right here that we're going to show you right here. I'm going to try to read before we leave out. The CW acquires exclusive broadcast rights to WWE PLEs and multi-year deals, so it's 3 years. The network will air 20 premium live events, including several years, including Stand and Deliver, the Great American Bash, Deadline, and Vintage Day. So the NXT Premium Live events, so it's a win-win for WWE and NXT. So NXT's parent company, Nexstar, really is going to be paying that. So hey, so congratulations to WWE on the premium lives rather being on summer. Yeah. Also, too, they did a little promo for Zarya. Zarya did a commercial that she kind of left. What's her name? Sora Ruka. And she wants to do it on her own. So you see how that went down as well. So you see for Zarya, Zarya's gonna be the next big thing. I can tell you that right now. Also, too, looks like WWE President Nick Khan may have him and Triple H did a town hall meeting, and Nick Khan talked about how he signed Triple H to a long-term deal to keep Triple H's rights and keeps him staying as COO of WWE. As well as Khan also made mention that WWE could be taking WrestleMania never been before for WrestleMania 44. So could WrestleMania go to London? We could see. Could that be the case? There's a lot of people are saying, but is that all of WrestleMania are New Orleans, Indianapolis, and perhaps Nashville. Nashville was supposed to be the front runner for WrestleMania 43, but those deals fell off. Especially New Orleans was supposed to host WrestleMania this year. That's not going to be taken, but it's going to be taken to a future place. So a lot of moving and shaking from Nick Khan, the president of the company, and we'll see. We'll keep a real close eye on Nick Khan on whatever moves he's going to make and talk about. All right, that's going to do it for the Pro Wrestling Show. Presents the NXT Ring Report. What NXT Ring Report has been. We're going to leave you with the enamic Shiloh Hill getting the victory over Ricky Starks. Ricky Starks being sent over to SmackDown. Ricky Starks in this epic trade. Let's hope that they know what they do on Ricky Starks and don't waste it. But I've been your host, Kendrick Dix, saying so long. Thanks for watching the Pro Wrestling Show. We'll see you tomorrow for the AW Ring Report here on the Pro Wrestling Show.